2-0. Erling Haaland at the double for Manchester City. Pep Guardiola joked that he was actually shortchanged by Haaland today and disappointed that he didn't score 4 or 5 in this game. Don Hutchison is joining us now, who had his eye on this game today. Looks as though City is starting to regain some confidence, Don.
I think you're right, Kay. I think you're seeing a Man City side that are in the groove. Their bench was strong today. It was a funny game, actually, because I thought Everton played really well for 45 minutes. Beto had 2 big chances in the game. They could have took the lead. And watching Haaland play, he was getting frustrated because he didn't know when Savinho was going to put the ball in or Doku was going to put the ball in. And something must have happened at half-time where Pep delivered a team talk to tell his wide players and Foden to deliver the ball into Haaland a lot quicker. Or Haaland himself had a word with the players. Second half, they give him so much service. And I think even when he scored his second goal, I think his stats were something like only 2 touches or 2 shots in the hour mark, and he scored with both of them. So very efficient. In the end, they run riot in the end. And Pep's sort of right. It could have scored a lot more. It would have been a little bit harsh on Everton, but you're looking at a City side that are flowing, they're playing well. Foden was back to his best. Doku's playing well. Your main man, Haaland, scoring goals. Marmoush came off the bench. Bernardo Silva, Bob. It's a very, very strong Man City side that we're watching at the moment.
It's an 11th goal this season in the Premier League for Erling Haaland. 11 goals in 8, Stevie.
Yeah, I'm not quite as high on City as Don is, quite frankly. I mean, once the first goal went in, yeah, the game was pretty much done. But I didn't see where the goal was coming from up until then. You know, Savinho had a couple of opportunities, Doku had a couple of opportunities in the first half, but they're not goal scorers. Everton could have been 2 up at half-time. Yes, Man City were the better side overall, and as I said, the game was done when the first goal went in. But I'm not convinced with this City team at all. I'm sorry, I'm not quite as high on them as Don is. And really, you have to say, what are Man City going to do if something happens to Erling Haaland? Because there's nobody else on that team looks as though they know where the goal is. I mean, you take Haaland's goals away, there's nobody got 2 goals. Foden's got 1. I think Marmoush's got 1. Reinder's got 1. What are they going to do if something happens to Haaland? I honestly don't know. Because you take this guy out of the team, and we haven't even spoken about him defensively today. I mean, on the counter, particularly in the first half, Everton looked as though they were going to create and were certainly going to create chances. Donnarumma has made a super save from Ndai. Bebo, he should have scored in my opinion. I know he was stretching. So I'm just not convinced with this Man City team. You take Haaland away, I don't know what you've got. Certainly, I don't know what you've got going forward. And defensively, they're vulnerable.
Well, let's just say that for the time being, we're not taking Haaland away. He's there, and he's not going anywhere. And so what I would say, perhaps the most impressive thing about Erling Haaland today happened once the game was essentially over. We're talking about it's the 93rd, 94th minute, something like that. It's 2-0. The game is done. Everton are not coming back. You've already scored 2 goals. He goes through on goal, misses the opportunity. The ball bounces back to him. He can't quite get the ball settled down to his feet, so he cannot take another shot on goal. And he falls to the ground distraught. I mean, what? Like, it's the most terrible thing that has ever happened. But it's an inside look into the mentality of a player. He's already scored 2 goals. The game is already won. And yet he's thinking more. We talk about players that have that sort of drive, and one of those players that comes to mind from the very recent past is Cristiano Ronaldo. Yeah. That 2 is not enough, that 3 is not enough, that 4 is not enough, that I'm here to score goals and I want to score more. And that reaction to some people may be unreasonable, but I can understand it, that he is so desperate to continue to score goals because I think in part he knows, Stevie, that either he scores or nobody else does. He knows full well what the responsibility is for him in this team, particularly this season.
He's actually one of the best defenders at corners against.
Well, yeah.
He wins so many headers. So, yeah, absolutely he's the example. But as I said, what are they going to do when he's not there?
He's there. He's still there, Steve. He's still there.
So 3 points for Arsenal, their set-piece machine, making the difference once again in this game. Coming away from Craven Cottage with the victory, and this is how things are looking in the table as it stands right now, ahead of Liverpool taking on Manchester United tomorrow. Arsenal sitting at the top of the table. Did Arsenal make hard work of it, Don?
Yeah, they did actually. I actually thought Fulham started the game quite well, but just to continue on Stevie's trend, if life without Haaland is going to bother Man City, what are Arsenal going to do without corners? I mean, what a weapon that is to have. I thought they struggled. I thought they toiled. It's one of them games, Kay. Stevie's been there a million times. No one will remember this game if Arsenal win the title. You've got to go to a place like Fulham, and you've just got to make sure you secure the win.
But isn't a set piece and being great at set pieces just what you need when you're facing a team like this today, Fulham, who are defending well?
I mean, it honestly doesn't matter who you're playing. When you have that in your armour, then it's just another way that you're going to win the game. And sometimes they do rely on it. And to win this game today, 100% they relied on it, because they didn't create many real chances that you would say, well, they're definitely going to score or they should score. But the truth is, and Alex Ferguson said it many moons ago, championships are built on defence. And if you're keeping clean sheets and you've got talent on your side, you're going to win games. And it doesn't matter whether it's Saka running past three men and sticking it at the top corner, or Gabriel getting a flick on it at the near post for Trossard. If you've got that base and you don't lose goals, then with the talent you have, you're going to win plenty of games, particularly away from home. And this is a classic away from home victory in a London derby where you're not at your best, but you give nothing away. And you take the opportunity when it comes along.
And they won't mind that Gyökeres is not scoring, Don, here?
No, I stand by what I said last week, Kay. I think Gyökeres is not built for the Premier League to hit 25, 30 goals a season. What he might do is he might link the play better. He might get Saka more goals. He might get Trossard more goals. Like, listen, everyone wants the numbers. Strikers thrive. And Haaland's the best example where they want their numbers up and they want, big numbers. They want to hit 20, 25, 30 goals a season. But if he's the missing piece in terms of getting everyone else goals and they lift the title, I'm never too down whether you look at someone's numbers, as in if Gyökeres hits 17 goals and they win nothing, or if he hits 20 goals and they win nothing, or he hits 15, 16, but they win everything, take the 15, 16, do your bit for the team, get your numbers up if you can, but the wins are the most important things.
Let's take a look at the title odds as it stands right now with how far we are into the Premier League season. Manchester City up there behind Arsenal and Liverpool. Are we going to be seeing more of a title challenge from City now, or has Stevie's chat today on the show swayed your decision, Don?
No, I think it's a genuine three-horse race. I mean, obviously Stevie's got a huge, what he's saying, and what he's saying about Man City and Haaland, if they lose him, obviously where the goal's going to come from. So those odds would be, slashed in Arsenal and Liverpool's favour. But as Ali said, they've still got him. He's still banging in goals for fun. I look at the way they're playing. If they hadn't lost that last-minute goal against Arsenal, he'd be looking at a team that would be 5 wins on the spin. So they're flowing, they're playing well, they're scoring goals, they're enjoying life. The bench is strong. Everyone apart from Rodri's fit. I look at Liverpool, massive game tomorrow. And all depending on what happens in that game, you're looking genuinely, if Liverpool beat Man United, a genuine three-horse race.
Three-horse race for you, LA?
So far, I still think that it's Liverpool and Arsenal. And just below them, Manchester City. I don't think Manchester City can sustain this Haaland dependency and not have enough productivity from people around him. So then I look at right now, which one are the best team? Well, the best team right now is Arsenal. Liverpool has the potential to be the best team, but they're not there yet. They're not even close to being there yet. The scary thing is that they can get significantly better, and without being at their very best, they're still in the conversation, very much in the conversation. It's Arsenal and Liverpool till the end. Manchester City just below those guys.